Hi, my name is John Michael Swift, and I like to interview people and write songs about them. What you are about to watch is a preview for a documentary called The Listener Effect, where I'm working on a process for using music to change the world. And I'd like to start out with the story of a painter from Africa.
You know, every drawing always starts with a dot. The very elementary, it starts with a dot. From the dot, you get a line. From the line, it becomes a picture. It becomes a building. This building used to be a dot at one point, and then we have the whole thing. So to never think of, the whole picture and let it discourage us, just go to act. Always act. And if you act, you see that many things will accompany you. Thank you all so much.
Can you tell me your name?
My name is Ibiyinka Alao, and I'm an artist from West Africa, from the Yoruba culture. Ibiyinka means to be surrounded by family. And as you know, in the Yoruba culture, whenever a name is given to a child, it will have a meaning. I was given the name because there were many family members around the house when I was born. What it means in my life now is that as I travel around the world, there's family in everyone that I meet. So while it identifies me, it also calls me into my future, that we all have a lot more in common, that we have different from each other. As every name has a meaning, so does every artwork that comes from that part of the world. I got the chance to represent my country, Nigeria, in the United Nations International Art Competition and won the first place amongst 61 countries. So this propelled me to being named the Art Ambassador for Nigeria and embedded with the Permanent Mission of Nigeria to the United Nations in New York City. And so that's what I do, and I travel to various countries and organizations to talk about using art as a tool for peace building. This painting is a self-portrait. It doesn't look like me, right?
Well, if you had put it on the wall and said, "Guess who this is?" I would have had to read the inscription.
This, if you have a friend that looks like this, won't you tell them to go get plastic surgery? So it looks like me more in character than physically. So listen, this definition is what I will use to view it all. An artist is a person with a hole or an emptiness in their heart that is equal to the whole world outside of them. Every time I paint a picture, all I'm doing is to fill this hole in my heart. In my picture here, that's why the left eye is shown to be dark to show that hole. The right eye is turned upside down to show a different view of the world. The light in terms of which I think. So, Jonathan, I'm traveling to different parts of the world, but I am still thinking in terms of the brightness of the light in West Africa.
So the number one thing that stuck with me from this interview is this idea of the light from West Africa. I really felt when the interview was over that Ibi himself was the light from West Africa. He really carried the essence of that culture and their ideas. And what I'm going to be trying to do now is try to figure out how to bottle that essence and then bring it to as many people as possible.